Countryfile presenter Adam Henson was left with his head in his hands after a flock of sheep darted off a clifftop path to scale a Cornish cliff on the latest episode of the BBC agricultural show. Adam and the crew were at Tintagel Castle, in Cornwall, during the instalment to speak with a sheep farmer who wanted to move his herd to another part of the cliff the castle sits on. The farmer hoped the flock would follow a wooden path to their new field, but it all went horribly wrong when the animals started scaling the cliff. Adam and the team were forced to climb up the cliff in an effort to summon the sheep back down to safety, but it proved to be a difficult task. The farmer grabbed one sheep and tied her to a fence by the path in the hopes the rest of the herd would tend to her. Luckily, they did, and the flock started walking on the wooden path once more to Adam's and everyone else's relief. However, things took a turn for the worse when the sheep shot up an even steeper part of the cliff which was too dangerous for Adam to scale. The farmer, on the other hand, ran to the top of the path and climbed down the cliff without any safety gear to scare the sheep back onto the path. Adam put his head in his hands as he watched on in dread, and viewers flocked to X, formerly known as Twitter, to comment on the sketchy segment. "My heart was pounding with the sheep on the cliff #Countryfile," one fan noted on Twitter. Another shared, "This episode with the Tintagel so a sheep is nuts. #Countryfile. Meanwhile, Gary remarked, "No wonder those sheep didn't want to be forced up that mountain. Good God. #Countryfile.